So happy you could be with us again. I am with Greg Engert, beer director for the Neighborhood Restaurant Group, a food and wine sommelier of the year. The group includes where we are, the Mothership, Church Key, downstairs, Birch and Barley, in Alexandria and Ballston. You have the Roosticos. There's one in each, not two in each. Greg, it is always good to see you.
You too, bud.
What do we have on tap this week?
So this week we're doing another amazing Virginia craft brewery. This is Ocelot Brewing Company from Sterling, out near Dulles Airport, not far from DC, obviously. Adrian Widman is the proprietor and a very close friend. He is a great guy and he makes wonderful beers out there. So they make a lot of IPAs. They're amazing IPA producers. They do a lot of great barrel-aged stuff. But when you ask a lot of the local kind of cognoscenti about what they really love from Ocelot, this beer, Sunnyside Dweller, is often the one that comes up. It is a crisp, classic, unfiltered Pilsner, 5.1% alcohol that they make increasingly more of. It's an amazing beer.
Smells good and just in time for, well, whenever it stops raining here. Of course, on the day we're taping, it's pissing outside. And pissing won't be on the radio version.
Not good.
Yes.
So this is made 100% classic Pils. It's made with 100% Spalter Select, which is, Spalt is one of the old classic noble hops of Germany and the now Czech Republic. Spalt Select was bred more recently in the early 80s as a version of Spalt that has more disease resistance, and it's become a perennial favorite for a lot of brewers. It gives you this kind of grassy, peppery spice and a little bit of a candy-like fruit sweetness in the nose and on the palate. Really balanced, really clean, not too bitter, just a really quaffable beer.
Refresh my memory. How do Pilsners, because people see this and go, oh, that could be a lager, or that could be a, Helles is a lager, right?
Yep.
How is making a Pilsner different than a lager, or are they similar?
Right, so lager is technically just a broader family name. So all Pilsners are lagers, but not all lagers are Pilsners. So what Pilsner typically tells you is a blonde, golden colored lager of a lower alcohol percentage, typically between 4.5% and just over 5% alcohol, that has some pronounced hop character to it, good bitterness, some hop flavor on the palate, clean, crisp, refreshing. Northern German Pils tend to be more bitter and drier. Southern German Pils have a little more body. Czech Pils tend to be a little bit softer on the palate. But ultimately, you have a golden lager, 5% or so, with some pronounced hop character. That's a Pils. Now, other lagers, like a Helles, is going to be golden, but have far less hop bitterness than a Pilsner. And then you have like Doppelbocks, which are lagers, but they're typically 6.5% to 8.5% alcohol and can be nearly black in color.
You maybe already mentioned, what's the ABV on this one?
5.1%.
5.1.
Yeah. And this is like an amazing beer, very fresh, and obviously locally brewed. That's garnered some national recognition. It won a gold in the Keller beer category, which is the unfiltered lager category, at the Great American Beer Fest back in the fall of 2016. So this is a beer that's gotten a lot of praise, and rightfully so.
As you know, tastes of this type of beer can sort of run together. You could maybe taste 5 different ones from 5 different breweries, and they all kind of taste similar. This is different. I can't really pinpoint what that is I'm tasting as usual, but I like it.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing about Pilsners are when they're great, they are a study in nuance, and they lack all manner of intensity. So even the aromas you pick up are all measured and in balance with others. So when I smell this, I get that bready, toasty, fresh, almost fresh yeasty bready character from the malt. I get the grassy spice from the hops. I get a little citrus fruit. I even get a hint of sulfur from the lager yeast, which is nothing overwhelming, obviously, but it's just a touch in there. But it's beautiful because it's ineffable. I think that's the thing about it. Is like you can't just be like, it's all orange juice or something like that, or like it's really sour. It's beautiful because everything is so restrained.
Very nice. What would you pair it with? Sky's the limit, right?
Yeah, this is, I mean, just on its own, it's got that brisk, delicate bitterness that makes it a great aperitif, almost like champagne would be before you even eat, stokes the appetite. But like, think of this with spicy bar food, like wings. You could do, I don't know, I'm just thinking it's now like a, corned beef Reuben, I think would be fantastic with this. Burgers of any kind, sausages of any kind would be great. But then also, I like this with Vietnamese soup, like pho, and it's also great with Tex-Mex.
Greg, thank you as always.
Thank you.
Everyone, please always do drink responsibly and be sure to bring your thirst next time for another Beer of the Week.